Everybody use your bubbles. Bubbles. Look, we'll slow them and bubble them. Everybody bubble them. Hit them with the bubbles. Everybody use bubbles. Oh yeah, that's the DPS I'm talking about. Oh. Crunch Pack, you're not bubbling the boss. Bubble the boss, Crunch Pack.
Oh, we got a boss?
I don't have a heal. Somebody heal. Who's got a heal? Who's got a heal? I'm gonna die. Ah! Thanks for nothing, team. What's going on, guys? ROundedtiktak here, and we have the new Plasmatron 9000, the bubble maker extraordinaire, the big bad bubble boy himself. The brand new pistol that we just got released in the store about 2.5 hours ago. Is it good? Well, we're gonna get into that and a few other things. First of all, you guys are either gonna absolutely love this gun or absolutely hate it. I think it's somewhere in the middle, kind of. Originally, I absolutely hated it. I thought it was a joke. If you were on the stream and you saw me shoot it for the first time, I was literally flabbergasted about how dumb the weapon just looks, sounds. It's like shooting a toy ray gun. What it does specifically is it shoots these rings. They look like bubbles. They sound like bubbles, like a bubble gun, and it just shoots out and it does damage. There's slow firing projectiles, but there's a couple of things here that we need to mention. Being that it is Fortnite, it's broken. I know. How is that so? How could that be? ROundedtiktak, nothing in this game is ever broken. Well, there's actually a multitude of broken things here. A multitude. And they all actually make the gun better. And suffice to say, I'm not sure when they do get fixed if the gun's gonna be able to hold up. We did try a few builds, and one of them is absolutely fantastic. About 220,000 damage that pierces every single target in the entire game except for riot shielders. 220,000 damage per ring, and you shoot almost 5 of them a second. 1 million damage, give or take, on a specific build. That was actually quite surprising, but we're gonna get into that in just a second. So let's take a look at the gun itself. It does have some unique stuff to it. Number one, it has to be energy. That's real easy. Like it has a critical hit chance on this build right here with untouched, but all of the footage you're going to see is a fully perked up one. Fully perked up and ready to go. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to level it up, but somebody did give me a couple of them to try out. So it has 12,000 damage, 36% crit rating, 390% crit damage, a fire rate of 4.5, a range of a miserable 1536. But this is one of the things that is broken about this gun. This is not true at all. It's more like five tiles, but it does have a dead stop point, which is something that doesn't happen in this game too often. Hypothetically, if you use a different gun, you'll have damage drop off, but it's almost infinite, or at least as far as you can actually shoot a husk with any sort of accuracy. This does have a hard damage drop off where it just stops doing damage. Durability is 300. Again, this is a lie. This is not true, at least compared to any other gun that has 300 durability. The impact is a measly 548. The heat capacity and heat generation. These are new words. They are not a thing that we've ever seen. And this is, again, where the weapon is broken. Currently, as you can see here, we have cooling rate and fire rate and heat capacity. Now, think of it like this. At least I think so, because again, it's not working. But I think that heat capacity is more like magazine size and cooling rate is more like reload speed. Think about it that way, because I think that's what it means. But again, it's not working. This gun shoots infinitely. Legit infinitely. As long as you have ammo, which it takes energy cells, it shoots 1 energy cell per ring. You have infinite ammo. No reload animation, no overheating, no nothing. Currently, like I said though, but that's gotta be broken, right? It's gotta be. The last thing we see here is cooling speed and overheat cooldown. This might be like reload speed. We're at 1.81. That's still really good for a reload speed, but you're gonna have to change around the boss build that I've figured out Some things do and do not work on it, but let's take a look exactly how you might want to roll this bad boy. Now, critical hits causing 7 exploding projectiles. Here's the issue. It is an exploding AOE weapon, kind of, at least that's what it's classified as. And as far as I could tell, and as far as people told me, it 100% does not ignite propanes, the weapon itself. Again, there's still an argument that the critical hits explosion, the 6th perk might. So either way, you might be in trouble because the best way this gun performs is shooting down a tunnel. If the bullets themselves do not ignite, you have a possibility that the 6th perk may, which will ruin your tunnel. Weapon does a decent amount of damage for what kind of damage it does. It pierces every single target that it hits, every single one, which is cool because when a smasher comes into the base and you're shooting the smasher, you're actually doing a decent amount of damage to everything behind the smasher in a wide cone. It's not like a bullet, legit wide cone. You will see it in the video. It's actually a lot more effective than I thought it was going to be. When you're all said and done with rolling the weapon, it's going to be a crit damage roll here. You can leave this for whatever you want. Currently though, you're gonna want durability because cooling rate and heat capacity, I'm almost positive, are just completely broken. They do not work at all. But if you want to use this weapon right now, put durability on it. Later on, it's gonna probably be cooling rate or heat capacity, either one. Then you're going to have here, you're going to have another crit damage roll, and then down here for 1 crit rating. We've been over it a million times. You know why you go crit rating, crit damage, because even on heroes that don't work with crit, it's still the best way to go. And funny enough, the best hero I found to play with this pistol doesn't work on crit, which is interesting. Very, very interesting to say the least. Now, being that it's a pistol, you would think the best pistol hero in the game, arguably, Beetlejuice might or should be the hero you should play to get the best bang for your buck while using this gun. Here's what I found out though. It's not. I had much better results on a different hero than using actual Beetlejuice. I don't know why that is. Well, I do know why, but it's weird to me. Beetlejuice usually is the best damage DPS pistol character in the game. But let's talk about what to bring. Phase Blaster, I tried out. I'm going to tell you no, because I'm almost positive it pops propanes, and you already have to deal with that with this weapon possibly twice over already. So maybe bring something like Preemptive Strike. Every single ring will hit that target for the first time, getting that bonus damage in a line because it penetrates everything. 6-shooter Calamity, I tried her as a commander. I am not sure if her perk's working. No clue. No clue. If it is, bring it. If not, then I would say not do it. I don't know how you're supposed to measure 20% or 25% impact. I don't know how it's working because there is no reload speed. So do you have the buff the entire time after 6 bullets? You might. I'm not 100% sure on it. If so, then she definitely should be in your build because you'll have 20% damage since there's no reload 100% of the time. That's the thing about Startup and Mad Tidings and why it's in this pistol build. Because there is no reload speed, you get these perks. Once you start shooting and you have 50 bullets shot, you're at 75% extra damage between all of these stacks, and it never goes away unless you place a trap or switch your weapons and possibly use a deployable. Possibly. Not 100% sure on that last one, but the first 2 I'm positive on. Hip Shot and then Blaze of Glory are the last 2 perks here, and they're decent enough. They're decent enough. We're just trying to get as much pistol damage as we possibly can. And now here's where things get fun and interesting. This is the build that I was playing with that I absolutely loved. Let me just make this change here because I was trying out Buckle, but not 100% sure if it's worth bringing. But this build is absolutely fantastic. While you're looking at the footage, look at the difference in damage values. With Jess, I was hitting for like 92 to 102,000 damage per ring on a crit. This guy, I'm hitting for 220,000 damage almost every time, or at least every other time, and absolutely destroying stuff. This hero is fantastic for this. You can use Hunter's Instinct or Preemptive Strike for the same reasons with Beetlejuice. We have Mad Tidings, which gives you a butt ton of damage because, again, there's no reload animation. As long as you don't switch weapons or place traps or anything like that, or when you do get your 25 bullets back up, you are good to go. You are good to go. You will be at max damage, and that max damage is a lot. This is almost 3% times 50, which gives you 144% extra damage. This gives you another 25%. This gives you 75% crit damage. This gives you 17% pistol damage. This, every other second, you're hitting for 3% of your current health, which adds up to a crap ton. And then I put explosive rounds in here. There was so much AOE going on that I didn't even see this trigger at all, like ever. It might, and it should, and it actually fits the build quite nicely. But I didn't actually notice it go off, if you know what I mean. But this build absolutely destroys, almost 120,000 extra damage than Beetlejuice, which blew my mind when I actually did this. The bonus 144% damage, plus the 25, plus the 17, plus the crit damage, plus the 3%. It's ridiculous how hard this gun hits. This hero is perfect for war games. Perfect for war games. You put them in the tunnel. All war games should have tunnels anyway. They get reset, so why not? And you just shoot down into the tunnel, destroying everything that comes near you, anything that comes close. It's a ton of fun to play. I promise you, try it out. Let me know what you think. The pistol, like I said, the pistol originally, I was not a fan of it. I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But once I played with this build, I ended up kind of liking it for what it does, and as long as it doesn't pop propanes, which I'm almost positive it doesn't, this gun is an AOE clearing monster, especially on this hero. That's really it, guys. That's the end of the video. Let me know if you think I got it right or I got it wrong. It might actually be really good on the Defender. Like I said, I didn't like it when it first came out, but after trying this build specifically, try to replicate it if you can, and then let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys are new to this channel and you liked what you saw, I put out videos like this, trap tunnel guides, and full hero breakdowns about 5 times a week. We would love to have you subscribe and be part of the pack. If you like live streams, I stream about 5 times a week at twitch.tv/ROundedtiktak. Come on, stop by, meet the family, meet the pack. Lastly, if you're looking for a way to support the channel, you can always use my creator code at OOTIKTAKOO. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. TikTak out.